Hey everyone, 2 vlogs in one day. You know it's gotta be extra special. My tags on my clothes are driving me apeshit crazy. So you know I'm in a mood that I should be sharing my thoughts with you. So today's a Thursday, and Thursdays are always my toughest days when it comes to tutoring. I'm not vlogging, I'm not tutoring. So I had to call parents and stuff after I was done, and I didn't get home until pretty late. So I was tired. And then left my phone in my car, went to go get my phone, and then had a reminder on there that I was supposed to have been on a webinar like 20 minutes prior, which I totally like flaked on. So the webinar, one of the support groups that I had done a few years ago, I think it was the second one I did after diagnosis when I wasn't quite ready to be part of the Pink Sisters Club. Anyway, I took the course, and while I found a great group of women that I still keep in touch with, the course itself, oh man, whatever. The course itself, I just didn't really find to be very empowering. It was very like secondary. That's like my new term. It's like the nurses and the doctors and all the people that know all the book stuff about cancer and have never had it themselves. They just don't get it. And they say the wrong things, and they get all excited for us to be all excited to like, let's all get together en masse and wear pink matching t-shirts and pink tutus. I'm not even fucking kidding you. And granted, there's plenty of women out there who probably enjoy wearing pink tutus and matching pink t-shirts. I am not one of them. So this webinar today was about identity after breast cancer. Perfect, right? That's like totally exactly where I am. I had high hopes. And here's my expectation. My expectation is that like at the end of the webinar, I would like learn something to help with figuring out my identity after breast cancer. That was not the case. This woman was talking about other people, like about clients that she had and stuff. Like she's mentioning all these other women, and like this is what they did, and this is what they did. I'm like, why are they not on here? Like this one doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Anyway, and then like after a whopping 10 minutes of webinar, she brought it over to questions. And like the whole point of why, in case anyone from the medical community is watching, the whole point of why like us pink ladies go on these fucking ass webinars is to learn something or to get help. Like sharing and caring is all nice and sweet. But if you're going to have like an organized Zoom, I think we should learn from the professionals. I don't want to have to be one of those professionals. I don't think any of us want to be one of those professionals. So they bring it over to questions after 10 minutes, which is like fucking annoying. And of course, no one wants to really share because we're all like, huh? We didn't learn anything. Why did you stop talking? And this one woman started sharing something. Like, they asked the stupidest questions. Oh, my God. Like, one of them was like, what's a gift that breast cancer has given you? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's midnight right now. It's actually tomorrow. I shouldn't be vlogging this late at night. But, like, I just had to get this shit off my chest. Like, what gift has cancer given us? Like, it's the gift. It's the gift that, what, does everybody want that gift? It's not a fucking gift. I don't care how, oh my God, what gift? Let's choose one. Let's choose one. Excess weight gain, that's a great one. All these meds that we're on. The inability to control my body temperature like a fucking panting dog. What gifts has it given us? And then there's like awkward silence because maybe you're asking the wrong fucking question. I don't even know what the title of this vlog is. Like people that ask the wrong fucking question, but that title will probably get pulled. They say the wrong fucking things. It's just, what gift? What's the greatest gift that you got from this? Why would anybody want this? Nobody would want this. Oh my God. It's just so absurd. And then somebody said, like, you know, going back to work and realizing that their expectations are different than how they used to be. And like, you know, some tips and tricks on like Do you just go back to life as it was before, or do you have greater boundaries and like do something different or whatever? And these women just wanted some guidance. And she's like, the woman that was running it was like, oh, that's a really good question. What do you think about that? I'm like, don't turn the question back on me. We're all on this to fucking learn from you. Ugh. There's plenty of places that I've shared about that have provided wealths, is that a plural word, of information. Something in my eye. And then there's some that don't. um, Today was an example of one that doesn't. And the weird thing is, like, the Healing Garden, who seems like they have some great stuff. I don't know what's going on with my eye. I haven't signed up for anything with them yet. Because, like, it's just one more thing that, like, stamps my post-cancer life with another cancer stamp on it. It's like when you go, you know, like those the coins that you make when you go to, like, to touristy places where you stick, like, 50 cents and a penny in, and then you turn it, and then it makes the penny into, like it embosses it with, like, an image of where you are or whatever. I feel like all these little things are, like, that kind of stuff, and, like, I don't want that kind of fucking collection. Though that collection is, part of that collection is what keeps me going sometimes, because people get it. But I don't want to have to make that fucking collection book. My eyes are another thing. I mean, and this is not old age. This is tamoxifen. Tamoxifen causes eye issues. I know a few women that got off the tamoxifen because their eyes were going. Now, granted, I'm like 53, so like, and I've had glasses since I was 5. So, like, as you get older, you start needing reading glasses anyway. But like, I tore my retina in my eye. That's not why it's itchy. I tore my retina in my eye, which was like totally random and out there. Of course, if you ask the cancer community if they're linked, they say no. But my eye people that were dealing with it were like, oh, well, that's an interesting connection. So, you know, they're never going to tell you all this stuff. But like my retina tearing, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm blessed to all, like, the Holy Lord that it did not detach, because retina detachment is no fucking joke. That like I caught it fast enough with the symptoms that I had. But like since that happened, I noticed that my eye just doesn't open as much as the other one does. So yeah, that's another gift. Now you're not going to like stop looking at my eyes to see. Although, because I started crying, like my eyes are red anyway because it's late, and my makeup is probably all over. There's just like a long list of things that are just like asinine people saying stupid things. The whole pink thing I find irritating too, because like, what about men who have breast cancer? It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. And like, how alienating must that be for like a guy with breast cancer? A, because it's like uncommon, and B, that like, what are they going to do? Walk in like a pink race with a pink tutu? Some, I'm sure it would, but like, it's such a stereotypical thing that, you know, all girls will want to wear pink and walk around in fucking tutus. I'm not even embellishing. Like, there's a ludicrous amount of events that involve pink tutus. And again, I'm not one of those people that would do that. Other things that people say that are the wrong things to say while I'm on this little bandwagon. I don't know what. I wonder if I have an eyelash in my eye. Something's in my eye. You don't need to see me to hear me complain. I had someone ask me today, like someone legitimately asked me yesterday how I was doing, because I had my nipple tattooing last week, but I don't tell everyone that that's what I had done. I just said I had a procedure done, like, related to my my reconstruction or to my breast cancer, depending on how well I know them. So one person actually asked me, like, legitimately, like, caringly yesterday how I was doing. The other person today asked me, I don't even recall telling them that I had anything done, but they asked me how I was doing, and they said, so what did you have done again? And I'm like, I'm not going to, like, get into fucking details with you. I didn't say the F-bomb. Like, I'm not going to get into details with you. I said, I told her I just don't want to get into detail about it. And she's like, well, I thought that you were done. Like, you were what did she say? She didn't say diagnosed. She said something like, well, it's been like 4 years. So like, aren't you done by now? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't hit the tag, the finish line where, woohoo, like, you're done. Aren't you done by now? Yes, I'm done. It happened, and the whole cancer thing was 15 minutes of my life, and then close the book and it was done. No, it's not done. No, like, I don't mean to be Mrs. Negative, but like, it's never done because you can't ever take it away. Ugh. Like one thing that was not helpful, but like made me feel a little bit more heard at that during that webinar today. There was a woman who was talking about I think she had reconstruction. She had a bilateral mastectomy. She had infections, and then she had to have the implants removed. So now she uses like inserts and stuff, and she in her bras, and she was having a hard time because like they pop out or whatever. And like fast forward, the result of that was go to these particular stores, and they have very specialized stores to buy stuff for so that like your chicken cutlets don't fall out of the side of your bra or whatever. Anyway, but the woman who was running it made some comment like, "Oh, I'm sorry for you. I'm so sorry." Like, I hate that. Like, "I'm so sorry for you." That doesn't make us feel better to hear that you're sorry for us. And she's like, "So you have this like daily reminder about all the stuff that you've been through." I guess I don't know if she was referring to people that had like not big tumors in a lumpectomy where you can't see the scars as much, and like they just don't have a bigger reminder for them, because if they like finished chemo and their hair grew back, they look normal. And if you do radiation, unless you're seeing someone's skin on the outside, you can't really tell. But unfortunately for us women who have had bilateral mastectomies, how horrible is that for us that every day we have to wake up and look at that reminder? Thank you. I was going to say the C word, but I didn't. I really want to. I'll call it bunt face because I wanted to say the other word and I won't say it. It'll probably get pulled if I do. There's certain words that I won't say. Bunt face. Listen, bunt face. Yeah, that's not helping to remind us of that. Thank you. So now I'm going to like pause on my Zoom and go in the fucking mirror right now and look at myself and remind myself, oh, look at these scars. How lovely. These will be a reminder every single day that I had cancer. Thank you for reminding me. Really? There's this weird like scar envy. Because my scars are straight like across, but like the women who have their scars like underneath their stuff or just the way they healed, like that you can't even really see them. Anyway. Oh. So frustrating. Yeah. Yes, daily reminder. Oh. Yes, we do. And it's not a point that was brought up today too was like, when I didn't have chemo, there's a weird guilt around that. Not everybody has chemo. I thought when you had cancer, you had chemo. That's just how it was. But it depends on like what kind of cancer and like how it manifests. Like for breast cancer, if it's hormone positive or not or whatever it is, like that determines whether you're well, there's several things that determine whether you're having chemo. But with my numbers, the way they were, and mine were extremely strongly hormone receptor positive, which is why I have all these fucking hot flashes. Like I am hot right now, and it is freaking like 30 degrees outside. Anyway, people on the outside don't see that. They see me like sweating. They see me with my fans. I probably look like a freaking prima donna with my fans all the time. But I'm hot. Like I can't, it's not all the time. If I'm sitting at home not really doing anything and I have total control of my temperature environment, then I'm fine. I can crack a door open or I really don't actually really use my fans at home except for at nighttime. But the second I get to work, man, it's like, and it's not even like hot at work. I'm moving and I'm doing things, and even just getting ready in the morning, it makes me hot. I'm up too late right now, which is partly why I'm so uncomfortable with my body temperature. But nobody from the outside can see, other than like seeing me sweating or wiping my brow or whatever, you can't see how uncomfortable I am. When I was going through the Lupron injections, like, you can't see from the outside what it feels like to have, like, It feels like there's 80,000 ants crawling on the inside of your skin and you can't scratch them because they're on the inside. Like, you can't see that from the outside. You might just see that I look a little bit weird, or I'm playing with a fidget toy, or whatever it is that I'm doing. And then people just assume, they're like, oh, okay, so you're fine. So you didn't need this, you didn't need this, so you're fine. You had your surgery, that's all done, so you're fine. Why on earth would you want to have more surgeries? You must be like really petty and vain. You know, like, people just make these fucking assumptions and you have no fucking clue. You've got no clue unless you've been through it. And even people that have been through it, people's stories are very different. So two stories are not going to be the same. Someone who's never been on Lupron will never understand what it's like. I'll never know what it's like to have had chemo because I didn't need it. The best you can do is just like ask questions and be there and not fucking make assumptions. I don't even know why I'm on a soapbox at like midnight when I should be sleeping. It's just these weird things. Like, I'm hot and I'm uncomfortable and like I'm sweaty. And then on top of that, these tags on the back of a shirt that I've owned for a long time. I want to take this and like rip it off of my shirt right now because it's driving me fucking up a wall. Right here, just this thing right here. And I don't usually have any issues with tags whatsoever, but I want to take it and I want to burn it right now. And I have like all these tips and tricks things that I do, and like I just need to go to sleep. But that webinar just threw me for a loop. And the other vlog I did about my cardiology appointment this morning, like, just frustrated me. You know what I did? Because I'm so rebellious, which makes zero sense whatsoever. Because she was talking about me like skating on borderline pre-diabetic. So what do I do after my hard day at work? I go get ice cream with whipped cream and Jimmy's on it too. If you're not from Massachusetts, you can look up what Jimmy's are. They're chocolate sprinkled. Spoiler. Yeah, I did that. Was that the smartest decision? No. I'll blame it on one of my like closest friends because I said to her, like, I don't know what to do. I really want ice cream, but I don't want to be diabetic. She's like, just get the ice cream. I'm like, okay. So I got the ice cream. Good news, I guess. I had salmon the past 3 days. Today I had like a half a serving of salmon. It was a pretty substantial amount. And I'm here, not in the hospital. Woo-hoo. So clearly I'm not allergic to salmon. How exciting. If you missed the whole sushi debacle, rewind to like September of last year. All right, my hair like literally is uncomfortable on my neck. So I need to like just fucking go to sleep and put meditation music on and just like stop today and start. Well, today is tomorrow because it's after midnight. So just like ask fucking questions. Please don't make judgments about stuff. Like I weirdly have shown my nipple tattoos to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people now. Not randomly on the street. 5 people that I know. And one person, I'm sure she was trying to just like make me feel good, was saying how like she wished her boobs were as perky as mine are. And I'm like, perky? They're like square when I look at them. They're not perky. And you can't say my nipples are perky because they don't stick out. They are flat. Like she was like, I should be happy that I had the surgery because like they're older and their boobs are saggy and at least I don't have saggy boobs. Granted, yes, who wants saggy boobs? But I'd rather have my own boobs. Not the ones that were trying to kill me. I would rather have my own boobs than to have these things that are sewn into my chest. And I tried to explain like what it feels like to have the implants. And it's hard to describe. But people don't get it. They see people with augmentation and I'm like, it's not the same thing. You have your own breast tissue if your breasts are augmented. When you have a double mastectomy, you have no breast tissue. It is skin and it is implant. And I guess fat grows over time, but there's no tissue. There's no breast tissue. But then when I asked the people who wanted to touch them, because I'm numb mostly anyway, well, except for when I have the tattooing done, you know, then they get all weirded out because then it becomes real. which is fine. I'm not going to make anyone touch them. I think anybody else probably wouldn't even notice, except that they just feel firm, I guess, firmer than real boobs too. But like, I don't want to have to like prove myself and be like, oh, you think it's so great? Go ahead, touch it. You want to like touch my scar too? You know, like, the fuck is wrong? I don't know. I shouldn't, I mean, people just don't get it. In general, I just feel like you got to meet people. I said this earlier today, but for totally different reasons. You got to meet people where they are. You can't make assumptions about like their life, what they're going through, how they're feeling. Like none of that. You got to meet them where they are and just like be with them. You know, let them talk, let them share so that you can understand. Don't throw something out like you think you know what you're talking about when like you haven't been through in their shoes, because you don't know. You don't know. And I do have much larger boundaries than or not larger, but like firmer boundaries about like who I spend time with. Um, people that are, people how do I phrase this professionally? People that contract with me that are not filling my cup. Like, I don't need them to contract with me. I can find somebody else that would be more than happy to have my services. It's just like I'm a hooker. That's not what I mean. Ugh. I just mean like I can pick and choose. I don't need to like work in the vicinity with someone who's going to be like causing issue and stress and all the crazy. No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Oh, what a gift that has given me from like cancer diagnoses. It makes me have stronger boundaries. Oh my God. All right. I can't roll my eyes enough, so I need to just freaking go to sleep and start my day tomorrow. Just like be with people. Don't assume things because you don't know. As much as there's information out there with like, you know, the interweb and like TikToks and stuff, you don't know until you're in that person's shoes, and you'll never be in that person's shoes because you're not that person. So just ask questions and be with them and like don't make assumptions about stuff. Ugh. That's all I got. I'm tired. Good night. Bye.